What were the most pivotal battles of the American Civil War? When we think of this brutal conflict, names like Gettysburg and Shiloh might come to mind. But the war, which stretched over 4 long years, saw more than 10,000 armed confrontations. Today, we're counting down 7 of the most significant battles that shaped America's bloodiest war. Number 1. The First Battle of Bull Run. In July 1861, Union General Irvin McDowell marched out of Washington, D.C., hoping for a quick victory to end the war. His inexperienced volunteer soldiers clashed with Confederate forces defending a crucial railroad junction in Manassas, Virginia. Initially, the Union had the upper hand, but Confederate reinforcements, including a brigade led by the soon-to-be nicknamed Stonewall Jackson, turned the tide. The Union Army was routed. This first major battle made one thing brutally clear to both sides. This was going to be a long and very bloody war. Number 2. The Battle of Fort Donelson. In February 1862, we see the rise of a Union hero. Then Brigadier General Ulysses S. Grant set his sights on Fort Donelson in Tennessee. After an initial Confederate counterattack nearly succeeded, the rebels strangely retreated. This gave Grant the opening he needed. He found a weak point, attacked, and forced the surrender of 13,000 Confederate soldiers. When asked for terms, Grant famously replied, "No terms except unconditional and immediate surrender." This earned him the nickname Unconditional Surrender and opened up Tennessee for a Union invasion. Number 3. The Battle of Antietam. In September 1862, Confederate General Robert E. Lee invaded Maryland. President Lincoln sent General George McClellan to stop him. The two armies clashed at Sharpsburg, Maryland, in what would become the single bloodiest day in American history. The fighting was horrific, from a cornfield where soldiers fired blindly at each other, to a stone bridge that had to be stormed 3 times. The battle was technically a stalemate, but Lee's invasion was stopped. This gave President Lincoln the political confidence to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, forever changing the war's purpose to a fight for freedom. Number 4. The Battle of Chancellorsville. Fast forward to May 1863. This is often called Lee's greatest victory. At Chancellorsville, Virginia, Lee audaciously divided his smaller army and sent Stonewall Jackson on a flanking maneuver that caught the Union Army completely by surprise. The Union forces were forced into a retreat. It was a stunning Confederate win, but it came at a terrible price. General Stonewall Jackson was accidentally wounded by his own men and died days later, a loss the Confederacy would never truly recover from. Number 5. The Siege of Vicksburg. At the same time, another crucial campaign was underway. Confederate President Jefferson Davis called Vicksburg, Mississippi, the nailhead that holds the South's 2 halves together. Capturing this fortress on the Mississippi River was essential for the Union. General Grant's initial attacks failed, so he settled in for a long siege. For over 40 days, Union forces bombarded the city. On July 4, 1863, the starving Confederate defenders finally surrendered. With Vicksburg's fall, the Union gained control of the entire Mississippi River, effectively splitting the Confederacy in 2. Number 6. The Battle of Gettysburg. Just 1 day before the surrender at Vicksburg, the war's most famous battle reached its climax. Lee had invaded the North again, hoping a victory on Union soil would force a peace treaty. His army met the Union forces at Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. After 2 days of intense fighting, Lee made a final, desperate gamble on day 3. He ordered a massive assault on the center of the Union line, an attack forever known as Pickett's Charge. It was a catastrophic failure. Lee was forced to retreat, his invasion shattered. It was the turning point of the war. Number 7. The Battle of Atlanta. By the summer of 1864, the war was nearing its end. Union General William T. Sherman led his armies to the vital city of Atlanta. After a bloody battle outside the city, Sherman laid siege. For an entire month, his forces surrounded and bombarded Atlanta until the Confederate Army was forced to abandon it. The capture of this major industrial and rail hub crippled the Confederacy. More importantly, this victory gave President Lincoln a massive boost in the 1864 election, ensuring he could see the war through to its conclusion. From the shocking wake-up call at Bull Run to the final strategic blows at Atlanta, these 7 battles were more than just clashes of armies. They were the turning points that defined the outcome of the Civil War and reshaped the United States forever. Thanks for watching. If you found this history interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the past. See you next time.